couldn't decide if I wanted to make a video or not because it feels to me like there's not too much to say that hasn't already been said. David Bowie died on Monday, and I haven't been able to stop being sad about it. I don't think you're supposed to stop being sad. You know, if somebody, important to you dies, you should be allowed to grieve in your own way. And Alan Rickman died yesterday, and I realized, and I mentioned this to Luis, that it probably sounds bad. I wish that it had been another week, because I still haven't gotten over David Bowie, because that was just such a shock to me, because I had no idea he was sick, and I think that was his intention. So when Alan Rickman died and everybody found out about that, I was just already so upset and numb or whatever that I couldn't even deal. I was just like, what is this week? This week needs to end now, please. And Monday was weird too, because David Bowie died. I found out because Luis posted a status about it on Facebook at 7:20 in the morning. I woke up and I just happened to check my phone before going back to sleep for a little bit. And I saw that he had posted that, and I was just like, what? And I just kind of turned my phone off, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I don't even want to think about this right now. And of course I was thinking about it the whole rest of the morning. And then I woke up because I was starting to wake up, and Luis messaged me, and he was like, are you awake yet? I have to go to the emergency room. He was having appendicitis symptoms. So I was like, oh, this day could just please end now. So I ended up going to the ER to see my boyfriend, who actually, by the time I got to the ER, he was released because he was fine. Not fine, but they told him, we don't know what's wrong with you, just take some pain medicine and relax. So that ended up being a good, a happy ending. But I spent the whole day in a panic and oh, this day is awful. And I could never even cry. I didn't even reach I still haven't been able to cry about it. And it's just kind of lodged in my chest or whatever, the feelings. Yesterday was Luis's and my 3 years and 11 months anniversary. So it was meant to be yay, and then it ended up kind of being aw. It was still nice, but I mean, it was also a Thursday. So Arthur Dent doesn't like Thursdays, and Thursdays are particularly not good days for doing things, because they're the day that Luis is working the hardest at work and pretty much comes home at 9, and we eat dinner and go to bed, so yay. But the weekend, starting today, will be fine. A lot of people do the whole well, they come in threes, so who's the third person gonna be? Let's not think about that. I never want to think about well, who's another person who could die, because you don't know. As David Bowie kind of shows, you can't predict these things, and you shouldn't be trying to. So, yeah, now I'm gonna go write 4,000 words of romance novels, because that's my job.